Tonight, a report out from the UN is making new claims about the way Israel, they say, treats its Palestinian detainees. This report from the UN's Human Rights Office, based on interviews with former detainees, describes allegations of severe torture, including reports of being held in cage-like facilities, waterboarding, sleep, food, and water deprivation, electric shocks, setting dogs on prisoners, getting stripped naked, and some other forms of mistreatment. The Israeli military, responding to this report, said abuse of detainees is illegal and against military orders, and that investigations are launched into all detainee deaths in custody. Now, in a new NBC News exclusive, a former Palestinian detainee is detailing their account in line with the UN's findings. NBC's Hala Gorani has the story, and we want to warn you, some of what you're going to hear is disturbing.
On July 9th, Muazzez Obayat walked out of an Israeli prison a broken man. In fact, he could barely walk at all. His legs shattered, his right arm fractured, confused and emaciated. Once a fit 200-pound amateur bodybuilder, the 39-year-old father of 5 tells us he was relentlessly tortured in Nakab prison in the Negev desert. They stripped me and began to beat me while I was naked, he told me in an exclusive interview from his home in Bethlehem in the West Bank. They even hit me on the genital organs, he said. And the people with you as well, I ask? Yes, they used to beat all the prisoners. And even when they handcuffed us, they used to make us sit on the ground like animals, he says. Israeli intelligence services Shin Bet did not respond to our request to respond to Obayat's account. But it is this type of alleged abuse by guards at another desert prison that led far-right Israeli protesters to break into the Sededi Taimam detention camp Monday. Not to protest suspected prisoner abuse, but to try to stop the Israeli police from arresting and questioning 9 guards suspected of torturing detainees. They were accompanied by several far-right members of the Israeli parliament, screaming death to terrorists. Since the October 7th attacks, NBC News has interviewed former detainees both in Gaza and the West Bank, who give largely similar accounts of severe mistreatment and detention. Like this group of prisoners released July 25th, some unable to walk, others suffering from amnesia and broken bones, according to their relatives. The IDF has told NBC News they treat detainees according to international law. Human rights groups like HRW dispute that and say the arrests and abuses have increased since October 7th.
Under international humanitarian law, the ICRC, the Red Cross, has the main mandate to monitor detention facilities, and there has been absolutely no visits. So there's complete isolation and no awareness to what's exactly happening in these detention conditions, except when whistleblowers speak to journalists, speak to media, and are able to really give us a sense of what's going on.
Muazzez Obayat told us Israeli forces called him a killer, something he denies. He said he was interrogated only once in 9 months. No charges were ever filed. Obayat was held under so-called administrative detention, where Palestinian prisoners can be detained without charge and without any evidence against them. Your family didn't know your whereabouts at the time. What was happening to you, I asked? I was isolated from the world, he responded. Negev prison is the worst torture prison known in history. We, the prisoners, named it Guantanamo. His 5th child, a son, was born while he was held in captivity. Obayat says he now carries the prison within him, and that even though he's home, he's not entirely free. Hala Gorani, NBC News, Bethlehem.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.